Ben, get a topping to decide if Triscuits should be moved or not definitively. I don't know if I have a good topping for it right now. Just go grab a slice of American cheese from the fridge, slap it on my Triscuit. You have American cheese and we're trusting your opinion? American cheese is good if you melt it. If you think American cheese isn't good melted, then you're just crazy. You're frothing at the mouth unhinged. American cheese is like, it's one of those cheeses that has a very specific purpose. And a lot of people end up hating it because they don't eat the cheese in that specific purpose. Its whole purpose is to be a very meltable cheese. So if you're not putting it on, like, say, a burger while you're grilling it, you're doing it wrong. American cheese is nasty in all forms. And you see, that's why you're not in charge of this tier list, fool. You're simply not being objective. Just eat queso like an adult. Queso on a burger? Fool, be careful. I might ban you just for having a bad opinion like that. I might have to send you to jail just for that opinion. I don't like all these caveats you're placing on whether something is good or not, Ben. What do you mean? That is literally the sole purpose of American cheese. That's like, I don't understand that. That's like saying, I don't like the caveat of having to use water on Kool-Aid before you judge it. You should really just judge the Kool-Aid based on it being a powder. You're saying American cheese is only good melted. What about on an untoasted sandwich or something? No, it's not. If you put American cheese on just a sandwich, it's bad. American cheese is disgusting in any form. What are y'all talking about? Okay, how many foods have you eaten melted American cheese on? Be honest with yourself. Telling you, if you give it a fair shake in melted form, it's good. That's the only time it's good. I think you're horribly misunderstanding. Because here's the thing. I'm not saying that American cheese is the best melted cheese. No. I am specifically saying that American cheese is tolerable. That it's okay. Not the first cheese I would choose, but it's okay melted. Specifically melted. Only when melted. And even then, it's not amazing. It's the kind of cheese that if I had to pick between a plain patty with nothing on it and a patty with American cheese melted over it, I'll take the American cheese melted. It's gross melted and not melted. Well, you're just objectively wrong, fool. I'm sorry. Everything on this stream right now is objective and correct. Then it's a caveat that American cheese...
Oh great, you idiots made him mad.
How many times do I gotta explain this, motherfucker? I have said this multiple times. It is not good if it is not melted. I have said this many times. Listen here, motherfucker. This whole conversation sparked because people were giving me a hard time for having American cheese in my house. And then I specifically said, it's not that bad if it's melted over something. And then everyone started saying, yeah, but it's not good on its own. Yeah, but that's the point. I only eat it when it's melted. I'm not explaining this again. I'm objectively right.
I swear to God, if I don't get some American cheese out of this, I'm going to pee on chat's shoes.
Swiss cheese is a fucking prime cheese. Food both melted and unmelted. I'll take no criticism. I never once said that Swiss cheese cannot taste better than American cheese when melted or unmelted. That was not the statement I made. Let me lay out the exact statement for you one last time so that maybe you boys can understand. An accusation was made that I have bad taste because I don't intrinsically hate American cheese. My defense is that American cheese tastes all right when melted. And you boys insist on telling me other cheeses that are better when melted. That was not the issue at hand here. That was not the issue being debated. No. The issue being debated is whether or not American cheese can ever taste good. Ever. And I stand firmly by that the entire purpose of American cheese is to be melted. And if you don't melt it, yes, it will taste bad. But if you melt it, it's pretty alright. I'm not going to turn my nose up at it. I will not be addressing this again. If you argue this point, you are just wrong. I'm sorry. Looked away from the stream for a second and we're still on the cheese bullshit SMH. Listen, that's not my fault. Chat insists on trying to tell me I'm wrong about this. I'm sorry. I'm objectively right. I can do no wrong. I'm the scientist here.